So sorry about starting off the show by fogging up the room. Good to be with you again. It's Richard here. Wow, check out the fog. I mean, this guy can really check out the vapor. Hope to find you at your best. So today, I've got a good looking device right here in my hands to show you, and was sent to me all the way from US of A by a company called EZvaper. Yeah, they're a company that's based in Sacramento, the capital city of California, and they you could find them actually at www.EZvaper.com. Did I miss out one W? www.EZvaper.com. And nowadays with the internet, even if you just type EZvaper.com, you'll still get there. EZvaper.com. Okay, that's for those of you in the UK. EZvaper.com for those of you Americans there. Okay, this is a dual 18650 full mechanical box mod in parallel mode. Okay, known to be the smallest there is around in the market right now. If you can see it, it fits very small and nicely tucked into into the palm of my hands. It measures about 3 inches by 2 or maybe less, 1.8 inches by a little less than 1 inch. All right, so very, very tiny. So let me introduce to you, we're going to get up close into the close-ups and have a good look at it, the Equis clone from EZvaper.com. And as usual, a lot of us will be comparing it to the authentic, the original, which is by Mohawk Mods or JD Tech, whichever, which is limited sadly to only about 500 pieces or 550 pieces. The authentic comes in comparison with a Delrin coated body, okay, whereas this one, the clone, I am not sure if it is Delrin or if it is plastic. Okay, I guess the only way to find out is if it's either you burn it, because Delrin, it's very dense. If you burn it, the flame is going to be like whitish, if not invisible. But if you burn it, if it's plastic, it's going to give you like that bluish butane kind of flame, and it smokes up really black. And when really thick smoke, you smell it, please don't go and smell plastic or Delrin. Okay, you know, you could be really sick. You know when plastic is burning. So anyway, that's the difference. And also the original, I think, comes with a serial number out of 500 or 550. This one only doesn't have any. This one doesn't have any serial numbers at all. The weight of it, the original, from what I know, I did a little bit of research on the internet, found out it's about 30 ounces, if I'm not wrong, which makes it to be about 85 grams for those of you using metric. Whereas the clone here, it is about 136 grams, 4.8 ounces. So it's a lot heavier than the original for whatever reasons. Besides that, it's silver-plated copper contacts in there, which we'll get to see. Dual 18650, which I've mentioned, in parallel mode. That means you're getting twice the milliamp hours and also the amperes as well to go with it, but you're still getting 4.2 volts out of it. Brass on the top and on the bottom section here. And what else? Very low voltage drop, as you've seen me chuck out the vapor. I think I'm going to take another vapor again. Looks really awesome, by the way, with my Holy Grail brass dripper. Just got a message. Nice. Here we go, fogging up the room again. Anyway, let's get into the close-ups. Let's get a closer look of the Equis clone here from EZvaper. And it comes in a box like this with the logo here, the Red Indian, and at the side it says Equis. Actually, Equis is a Spanish word translated to English. It means 2 X's. Alright, so it's got both sides of it. 2 X's is also coincidentally a brand of beer in America, which is coincidentally also the 6th largest imported beer in America. Okay, besides that, let's check out the mod here. So opening up the box, cardboard box, we have the device in there, bubble wrapped, and time to take out the bubble wrap to take a look at the Equis clone. Getting a closer look at it, it's beautiful. As you can see, the logo of the Red Indian, it says DOS Equis here. The top section here is made of brass, bottom section also brass. This is supposed to be Delrin, but I'm not sure if this Delrin or it's plastic, okay, being a clone. And you have the firing switch here that sits flush, very nice. So it's very okay. So you just push, and it pushes a contact plate that runs all the way down here and touches another plate to make contact, and where you fire the switch. All right. So this is the battery cover. Take it off, and you have your negative contacts here, which is silver plated in copper. And as you can see inside there, they've also got the copper plate that runs from one end to the other end of the positive contacts, making this, you know, parallel mode. So you have two batteries that will drain at the same time and still have 4.2 volts of a single battery. It'll double your milliamp hours and also your amperes as well. You've got two brass screws here. I think the original has got stainless steel screws, so this one looks better in that sense. It matches up the body. And you've got your flush 510 contact pin in there. It's not what you call spring loaded or anything like that, and it doesn't come with a drip well. It's just flush all the way. Alright, this is pretty easy to disassemble if you want to, you know, clean up the contacts and give it a polish and, you know, things like that. Every now and then you want to clean it up, and all you got to do is just remove these two screws at the bottom and also two screws at the top here. You pull these two sides out, and at the side, if you take a good look, there's this line in the center here, which actually this Delrin is comprising of two sections. Okay, so they've got pins in there holding each other. You just have to pull it apart, and this whole thing comes off apart. I've got a little diagram which I've taken apart the entire section just to show you all the different parts in it. And in fact, if you look inside across there, you have the positive contact plate there. On top of the contact plate, okay, there is a plastic sticker that is stuck on top of the contact plate. That plastic sticker is to help prevent any short in case you have an ATI, you know, without the extended 510 pin. So this is also recommended that you use an ATI with an extended 510 pin. If you have something that's flush here, it might cause a short. So always use something that has this extended 510 pin like I have here on a Holy Grail dripper. Okay. Besides that, you have your engraving here, the Red Indian, and it says DOS Equis. And if you take a look at the surface of the Delrin, or this plastic body here, it's a scratch, you know, magnet. You can easily get it scratched, but if you want to polish it, I suppose you can just use non-abrasive polish and it'll take out most of the scratches. There's a little copper strip that goes all the way from here inside, and it's screwed down to the body. Okay, this is to actually screw it down to this bottom section here, and you have a plate that comes from the top here. When you push this, the plate touches both plates to make contact. That's where you fire your ATI. You want to put in your battery. You've got two battery slots there. You get your battery here. Put in one positive side in first, two, and all you got to do is just get this. All right. Push it in, slide it in, and that's it. You're good to go. All right. If you want to put your ATI in, it's always advisable, sorry I forgot, to take out the batteries. Before you put in your batteries, you screw in your atomizer. That way you won't scratch the top, and you can get it flush, sit it flush. Alright, because of the positive plate in there, if you have your batteries, it's pushing up against it, and then you got to use force, you might scratch the top. So put in your dripper first, or your RTA, and make sure you have an protruding what we call 510, and then you put this back. That's it, you're good to go. I just love the way this guy looks. Awesome, looking really, really good. Don't be jealous. It just spells class all the way. Hits really well too. You know, it's got silver plated copper contacts for great conductivity. That is definitely a thumbs up. Small and compact, you know, especially with the sides here, the front and the back. It's just slanted off a little bit so that when you have it in your palms, it doesn't cut into your palms, and it feels great because of the tiny compact size. Beautiful. Wunderbar. Flush firing switch right here. It's just flat out. And it's nice, it feels good, you know. You have to use though a little bit of force to, you know, click it in so that you get good contact and it fires well. With just one or two exceptions, of course comparing it with the original comes with the Delrin body, but this one I don't know whether it's Delrin or plastic. I can't confirm on that, we're not too sure about that. And the so-called Delrin here scratch very, very easily. So easy. So when you have it in your pocket especially, be very careful with your keys going around, you know, scratching it and all that. But I've tried using, you know, a polishing cloth. This is the the Cape Cod polishing cloth to polish it, and it works. To me it works. Okay, it brings back the shine, takes away the scratches, well, at least most of it. So if you want to do polishing, polish this Delrin top here, use non-abrasive polish, alright? So otherwise it's great, you know. I've got back the shine and it looks beautiful. Beautiful. I can't say that enough, you know. The other exception is no battery vent hole. I don't know why they didn't put battery vent holes. Maybe they figured it wasn't necessary, but no battery vent holes, alright? So that's the only thing. But other than that, overall, there are more things to like about the Dos Equis clone here than anything. I mean, what else, Sirwan? It's got the look, it feels good, it vapes like a champ. Yep. Firing is nice, hits every time I click on it. See what I mean? Once again, you can get this from EZvaper.com. Really do check them out, because I went into their website, I was like, as I mentioned, a little kid in a toy store, yeah, going crazy. So many things. The fact that they have clones and they have authentic as well, so there's everything for everyone. All right, they're retailing the Dos Equis clone right now, the brass with the black Delrin here for $42.99. They have it at sale. And they're also doing pre-orders for the silver version with the black Delrin and the copper version with the black Delrin as well. So they're on pre-orders right now. If you want, you can go check them out. All right, that's their website, www.EZvaper.com. EZvaper for those of you in the UK. Americans would say EZvaper.com. So they do international mail orders as well. So for all my Malaysian friends out there, hey, now you can buy from them. I tried. I didn't buy anything, but I went in there, I added to the cart, and then when I checked out, you know, they have this box with all the countries in there. They had Malaysia there. I clicked, it went, and somehow to that stage I stopped. It worked. So I figure they do international mail orders for Malaysia as well. So if you want, go check them out. All right, one more vape, we'll call it a wrap. Very nice, looking good with my holy grail brass dripper. Until I talk to you again, guys, vape safe, take care, and be good. God bless. Bye for now.